Hey guys, it's a Wendy, aka Kitty Street. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is doing fantastic. I have a Walmart haul for you today. So I'm in Vlogmas. It's my first year doing Vlogmas. I'm pre-recording this particular one because I had to get it done so I could show you what I got, but I wanted to put up my Christmas tree first to start off the first week of December. So don't know exactly what day of Vlogmas this is, but it is a Vlogmas, and I'll put it in my thumbnail. And with that said, I'm going to jump right on into it. It's not a huge Walmart haul. When I learned about Vlogmas, I was pleasantly surprised we didn't have to do every single thing Christmas, but I am going to show you some items that I purchased for my Christmas tree theme, which you already know was ding, 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 the Grinch Who Stole Christmas. I should have had him in my hand so I could show him to you as I videoed this video today. So anyway, with that said, let me jump right on into it because I have a couple of things I do need to get back to put into the freezer. Well, actually just one thing, and the rest is seasonal. I have a couple of food things, a couple of cosmetic-y kind of things, and bath and beauty, and the rest is seasonal. And I went to Walmart because not because I wanted to, because really from now on until Christmas, I'll probably do ordering online, or if I have to go to Walmart, it will have to be for something very serious. The lines are crazy. The parking is crazy. Everybody is everywhere, and it's just like one or two cashiers, and I'm not kidding you. When I went, I was there for a good 30 minutes in the store, but was in line well over 30 minutes just to get out with what little stuff I had. And it had to happen because how I went in there is because I was going to do this Grinch Who Stole Christmas theme. And I'm not sure if I've already said it in a couple of my other Vlogmases that's already been aired, but I'm going to repeat it just in case you haven't seen those. And also check out the playlist and go back and check those out. And also subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Like, share, comment, and ring the notification bell and all that good stuff. Anywho, I wanted to do the Grinch Who Stole Christmas, but I thought I had a lot of Grinch Who Stole Christmas items, and I had absolutely null. I had a few things that I got from at home, and I went to a place called Shoppers World, which I think I've already done that haul. It's probably going to come out right before this one because it was very, very small, and I was just staggering out days to have some content, and I'll probably be explaining this again in those hauls as well, but we'll see. But I had very little Grinch Who Stole Christmas, and what I mean by that is the green, the lime green. And I'm not a big fan of that lime green, so I didn't want to spend the money on it. And I wound up buying an item that I wasn't quite sure I wanted it, but after the aftermath of my Christmas tree, I'm so glad that I picked it out, and it will be something that I will use year after year for the baby Zaire, because it's going to be like a little tradition, because this is like his very first, I mean, it's not his first Christmas because he was like 2 months old on his very first Christmas and he didn't know anything, but now he's starting to learn about Christmas. So with that said, hope everybody's doing great. I'm going to jump right on into this. And the first item that I bought are these Goya beef empanadas. Now, these beef empanadas have been a savior for me with my kids growing up. When I didn't want to actually sit down and roll dough and cook meats. And so that's why I would buy these. And this is probably the closest brand. I've tried every empanada that I could possibly find that's processed, unfortunately. And Goya is the closest one. Now, they have them in cheese, pizza, chicken. I think they even have a shrimp one, if I'm not mistaken. And they have this beef one, which is what I always go for, is the beef empanadas. Now, I can make these. I make them all the time homemade when my kids were younger, when I had plenty of time. But the prices are crazy. So by the time I bought all that, and then, you know, it makes a lot. So unless I'm doing it for like a buffet or some kind of event, it's not feasible for me to just make one or two, unless I'm doing them in my keto style with the almond flour. And I'll have to share that recipe probably starting in January, because I'm going to be getting back on track. 110%, I'm sure. Okay, so these right here were $5.48. I believe I had my receipt here because I wanted to make sure I wasn't telling the wrong prices. Yes, $5.48. But it has 4 empanadas in here, and this is 2 meals for me. I'll have 2. Well, actually, I'm probably going to cook these tomorrow for dinner. My daughter's coming over and bringing the baby, baby Zaire, and I'll probably give her 2, and I'll have 2, and I'll make what I call an oil and vinegar salad. So this right here is a dinner for $5.48. It's cheaper than, you know, going out and buying all of the ingredients and cooking all that and having to go through all that. So yeah, so that was that. Then I did put in my community tab, I think, for a couple of things. It was these, let me do these first. It's these potatoes. Now I got the potatoes because my son's been asking me for, I hate to, he just likes me to fry him potatoes. That's a staple in our house. He grew up on them. We don't do it all the time, but potatoes had been being $5 and $6, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not buying it. And of course, that might have been the 10-pound bag. I don't know. But these here are the Simply Perfect russet potatoes. They are a 5-pound bag, and they had a big, huge bin of them, probably because it was right at Thanksgiving going into the Christmas season, and they probably knew people were going to start baking. They were $1.99. So I picked those up, and I will be doing a couple of baking things with them, but for the most part, I got them for my son. I also picked up, and I'm sorry for the rattle in the bags. I should have got these things out beforehand. I got some more tomatoes, and I got this, of course, for salads. I like to make BLTs. I was at Walmart, so I didn't get the Romas. If I was at Aldi, I always pick up the Romas. But the ones I've been getting at Aldi, the Roma tomatoes have been going bad really quick, which tells me 2 things. They're probably very fresh, probably because I think they come straight from, like, you know, farmers in the local area, and I just couldn't eat them fast enough. I don't know. But at Walmart, I said I'm not going to run to Aldi's that day. I picked up these 3 packs of tomatoes. They're the Pure Flavor red beefsteak tomatoes, and there are 3 of them, 10 ounces total, and they were $1.50. Don't think that's too bad because there's 3 of them in there, and I can get plenty of uses out of there. Okay, that's all the food stuff. So I did pick up some more of my Rave. True story, I messed around and got down to my last bottle of this stuff, and I'm dating myself here, but I used to really curl my hair every day, and it would be like poofed out in the 80s style until my daughter finally said, will you stop putting your hair like a lion? And I'll never forget that. And I always got really sad about, I don't know why my camera is really going low and it's bugging me here. It's almost like it's telling me get off, but I hope it's not too dark. I don't know what it is. It's probably telling me it's time for a new phone. Who knows? But yeah, so I had always had straight hair. Everybody thinks I flat iron my hair and do some kind of craziness to it. This is what it is. And so this Rave here, this is actually a product that I bought. I used to buy Aquanet. I may have already told you this story, but I used to buy Aquanet in the can. That really dates me back in the day in the 80s. But now I found this Rave, and this is the Climate Shield 4X, if you can even see that right there. These were $2.49, I think, a bottle, which is still super cheap for some of the top name brand stuff you buy out there that, you know, everybody swears by. But these right here are just as, yeah, they were $2.28. So I got down to the last one, and I hunted and went to Dollar General, because that's usually where I buy it at. Went to Big Lots, went to several Walmarts. This was probably about 6 months ago. Could not find them. Finally found, and I went to the same Walmart that I found them there. I guess it's the only place that they have them in the Walmarts at all, because I had went to like 3 before and never found any. Bought 4 then, and I went ahead and picked up 2 more because I don't want to run out of them. I have a feeling that they're getting sparse, and I noticed that they're putting them back in the aerosol can, and I didn't really want to do that for environmental purposes. And yeah, I don't know what it is about my my video. Here we go. Maybe it's just me. Okay, so I went online to order this right here. You know, I told you guys in one of my Walmart videos that I was going to get 12 bottles of these right here. Well, I wasn't going to pay the stinking shipping and handling, and I know it's supposed to be free and all that stuff, but yeah, I just said, you know what, I'll just keep going to a couple Walmarts, because what's happening is they only put like maybe 4 or 5 of these out. And guys, I love this peppermint soap. Oh my goodness. And when I wash with it, it's like it revitalizes me. It makes me feel like I'm awake. So I picked up 2 more of these. Now, guys, when I used to start buying these years ago, they were like $2.97, and then they went to $3.97. Now these are $4.97, and they are the 20 fluid ounces. I'm not quite sure if the other ones I had were the 16 ounces or not, so that might be why it's $1 more, or it might just be inflation. Last year it was called something like Peppermint Fizz, and this year it's called Peppermint Candy. Loving that stuff, and I'm going to be going back to a couple more Walmarts just to get that probably after the first of the year, or if I can figure out how to get around paying all that extra stuff for the shipping. I couldn't get around that for some reason, but I did have other things in my cart that required shipping, so that was probably what it is. I might have to just do straight bath soap, which seems kind of crazy. All right, a few seasonal stuff, and this is basically to show you, because I've already put the tree up. You've already seen the product. I hope you liked it. Give me a thumbs up if you did. If you didn't, still give me a thumbs up, because it was a hard mess trying to come up with a theme when you're not too thrilled with the colors. I have had no children in my babies and things for many years, almost like a decade. So all my trees were like adult themed and very, serious and proper and pretty and, just adulty. And then trying to even work with multicolored lights. I didn't realize how I favored the white lights on my tree a lot more than I do the multicolor ones. And the tree that I have is really going out. I don't even know. I keep saying every year I'm getting rid of this tree. It's getting to be a problem, but I can't let it retire until I get another one. Now, I have not quite opened up my other tree, which will be one of my Vlogmas vlogs, where I open up a gifted 7-foot tree that apparently has all the pre-lights. I'm going to open it from the box itself. And I know you guys probably do this and have had one. I haven't had a artificial pre-lit tree in ever. I've always had to change out my lights in this old tree that I had that I was gifted to by my lovely friend many years ago, and so I've had to put work into it. So this tree was gifted to me out of the blue, and I said, yeah, I'll take it. And I have a theme that I want to do, and I'm going to do it pretty soon, because I don't want Christmas to get away from me, but I do not want to do a whole lot, because the Grinchmas tree has a lot going on, and I have to take all that down, and that's going to be a lot. So I'll have to think about it, but I will do an unboxing of this tree. I will set it up, and if I decide to do a theme and how it looks and how I feel, because certain times I have to look at something and it just gives me that feeling, and that's when I decide what I'm going to do. Okay, so we already knew it was Grinchmas. So I found these little things, which you've seen them in the tree. And I did not, I wasn't going to pay the money that they wanted for Max, which is the Grinch's little dog that he bosses around all the time. I wasn't going to pay $40 for a blow up or $30 for a plush just for a one-time seasonal thing. Now, after Christmas, if I find some of it on clearance, I will absolutely go for it, because I will be doing this again, because this is a time and traditional kind of theme. The Grinch Stole Christmas has been around for a minute, and I love it. I love the whole concept of it, and I love the story. It makes me cry every single time. But anyway, I got this pick here. It's a 15-inch yardstake. And it's just, got Max with the little ornament and the bow, and these were $3.88 a piece, and I did want to pay $3.88 a piece for them, but I couldn't craft it for $3.88 in the time I needed to. I should have been starting my crafts back in September, but at that time, I was just trying to think if I wanted to do the Grinch Who Stole Christmas. I wasn't 100%. Won't be that way next year. I'm already thinking of a theme for next year. We'll have to see what that'll be. Okay, then I got this one here. Well, actually, let me start off with this one. This one is the one that reason why I bought all 3 of them, because he starts off with his little ways, you know, Mary, whatever. And I wanted to put that towards the bottom of the tree. So as I'm working it up and you see him, you know, the little body and all that. And then you have the one where he's got, you know, a little bit better, cheerful face. He's not so mischievous here. And this one here just says Merry Christmas. So I got all three of these for $3.88 a piece. Not happy that I paid $3.88 a piece for them, but I'll have them forever and ever and ever. Okay, then I got this right here, which you see on the tree. I'm sorry for that glare. I'm sorry for the darkness. This is just one of those things. All my technical stuff just wants to act nuts today. But this here is Dr. Seuss. Well, actually, if you didn't know, it's Dr. Seuss's, which actually it's Dr. Zeus. But look that up because it's not pronounced Seuss. It's actually Zeus, and I actually looked that up and I confirmed that. But it's their 65th anniversary. And of course, the Grinch is Dr. Zeus. And this is the 5 foot tall, just like it shows here, the character. I will go ahead real quickly and open it up. I only have a few more items. I'll do this since it's already on the tree. You already pretty much know what it looks like. But this right here is the Grinch. If you haven't seen my video on my tree theme this year for 2022, you'll have to go check it out. And it's got the whole body and the feet and everything. Now, the price was the price. It was $16.88. And, you know, this is one of those things where I had to debate. I could have bought about 5 or 6 items to make a bunch of ornaments, which would have been about $20. And it would have took a lot of time, which I like crafting. Don't get me wrong. But the effect that this Grinch right here has on my tree, for especially for a baby, when he sees the Grinch's face, is priceless. So $16, I paid it. But let me tell you why I went to, oh my goodness, the time. Let me tell you how I went to the Walmart to begin with. Is I was watching someone doing some crafts on the Grinch to see if that's the route I was going to go. This was earlier in November, and I was trying to see if I wanted to, you know, do the crafts, which they were awesome. I really thought, oh, I'm going to do all these crafts, but I have a day job. I teach and part-time. I do these YouTube videos, and I have a lot of stuff going on in my life. And I thought, this may not be quite the Vlogmas. I need to try to start doing that. Cheers to all of you who rock it, because I've seen some great, and when I say some great creative crafts for this year, they're just blowing my mind. So I have to step it up for next year. But this year I was on the cheap. But anyway, this was one of the reasons why. The lady came on there, and her name was, oh, I'm so bad about the crafters. I'll have to tell in another video. I'll bring it up, or I'll link it down in the link below in this video. But this right here, she came on there and she says, oh, the Grinch is pretty expensive. And yes, it is. I don't care how old it is, but Grinch stuff is expensive. And she said, you can go to Walmart and you can get these window clings. And guess what? You see it on my tree. If you haven't seen it, go check out that video. I pulled off of these window clings and I stuck them on random clear balls, and it just did awesome. And I thought it turned out very good. This is the Grinch 28 window decorations for $1.98. I did pick up 2 of them because I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do with them, but that's what prompted me to go to Walmart, period. Anyway, because I was done. I had already been to a couple other stores and got a couple of green stuff, and I was pretty much done, but something was nagging me. And then she came on and she said, you can get them for $1.98. And I went in there and I wound up buying something for $16 and these picks for $3.88. But, you know, you have to do what you got to do, and it makes me happy. Last but not least, guys, I always try to get a door. I have a door going down to my basement, to my in-law suite, where my mother and them, and I have some more rooms downstairs. But there's one random door that I like to put these door covers on there on the inside. I put them on the outside too. I usually put like a wreath and lights on the outside because I can't hardly see that all the time because I work from home 90% of the time and I'm not coming in and out as much. So in the house, I purchased this one wreath. It was, one door cover for $1. And I just absolutely love, and when I say I love that traditional Santa and the thing, this is just reminds me of my childhood. And guys, with that said, if you haven't subscribed, please consider it. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you, and I know that your time is valuable. And as we go into Vlogmas, check out all my channels, all my videos in this channel, and let me know what you think and give me some ideas and some tips of what your Christmas theme might be for next year if you're already starting it in 2022. With that said aside, guys, have a great one. Talk to you soon. Bye.